Hello everybody and welcome to episode 14 of my Minecraft Server Series. Now, this might be a shorter episode than normal because I've only got a couple of main objectives, that being finishing the roofs on all the pods, and then I might move on to building the Stargate and just getting ourselves out of this iron armor, really, which is still quite healthy, but it doesn't mean we can't stick on an armor stand and kind of use it to commemorate how far we've come. Before starting this video, I jumped into a creative testing world, or jumped into my creative testing world, so I could see exactly how I did the roof of the central bit here. And it looks like I used some stairs, some upside down concrete stairs. So that's going to be fun to sort out. I might need some more concrete, but never fear. We'll just nip over to the crafting room, craft up some more stairs, and hopefully that be that. But like I said, I wanted to focus on the pods anyway, because I need to build up the center column, which is less of a column and more of a stub, I guess. There's just going to be one more floor on top of this, but that might be a next episode thing. Although I have remembered, I did forget part of a video. A couple of videos ago or something like that, I went out and did some exploring and whatnot, and did some resource gathering, did some exploration, and I found somewhere out in the wild, and I can't remember where it was I saw it. That's Spawn. That's Luke's old village. That's the fleet of ships next to that. I think it was somewhere up here. But I found an interesting little structure. I think it was somewhere up here. And I've actually got it waypointed. So depending on how long the roof takes, or how long my rambling takes, I might have a look at that. Because I remember having a look round it, and there were some very interesting chests. There it is. It's this little hut building thing. It's actually a bit of a tower, like a pillager tower. But it's right in the middle of this isle, or right at the edge of this island, in the middle of this lagoon by this and this village. So I thought I'd finish the roof off on the pods and then go and have a look at that, because it's been a couple of episodes since I wanted to add it in, and yeah. So, gonna gather up some of this stuff and get cracking on the pods. I'm going to start on the orchard over there, the manual tree farm, and then I'm going to work my way round in a clockwise fashion, finishing off with the Stargate one, because that one's slightly more complex. Because it has to have the Stargate in it, it's got to be slightly bigger, so I'm having to add another set of this cobbled deep slate, so at least another 3 layers before I can then do the roof, because it's so big. So I don't know why I've put these dirt blocks here, but I've got access to it anyway. So I actually need to go this way, head up this set of scaffolding, and start on the roof, which I think would make a really good time lapse. So let's get started. I've kind of stopped a little bit abruptly and early because I've started running out of resources. I know it doesn't kind of look like it, but I'm out of your glass blocks to go in these holes up here. And the more I go along, the more I'm having to stop to create more slabs to then finish bits. And I'm also missing other daylight sensors, and I'm missing some redstone lamps. I thought I made enough daylight sensors, to be fair, to be able to cover all the holes. I know I didn't have the resources to make the lamps, but I thought I made enough sensors. But there we are. We just don't. But we can fix that quite easily. Just filling in what I can to kind of just squeeze in. Yeah, because then you have the daylight sensors here and here, and then you have another diagonal 3 of this, and then it's, well, the glass slabs. But taking a look from the top, we do have quite a bit done, which is really, really good. I'd say 4 out of 7 completed, barring a couple of holes of the daylight sensors not being there. You got these ones here, and these ones here. Other than that, we've basically got 1, 2, 3, 4 roofs completed. That one's about 50% done, and then you've got the villager trading pod and the Stargate room. And then we need to do the center dome roof. A lot more stuff to gather, which is not too difficult. A little bit tedious, but that's fine, because what we can do is we can start this smelting up over here. It's like half a stack in each smelter. Bosh and bosh. We'll stick what I have got in the chest in the center room. And then we can go have a look at that hut that I was talking about, which I have got waystoned. We can go see what loot they have, because luckily I left everything where it was, so I can then come and show it on video. I think yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I might drop the pickaxe, move that around, stick that back down there. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Luckily, I've got my camera account somewhere up over there, so these chunks will be loaded, so that will continue to smelt while we're over the far end. And then when we get back, we can make some more concrete. And what I might do is I'll finish up the roofs off camera. Gives me something to do in between videos. And yeah, and then we can get started on other bits, which would be quite nice. Now, which one is it? I think it's this one. Nope, off by 1. It's that one. Here we go. Yeah, take a look at this. I mean, someone's had to create this and then stick it into a mod for me to then add it to the server, and yeah, you get the picture. It's really quite a feat of building. But as you can see, it's meant to be some sort of pillager tower of some kind. You've got the trapped Halle in here, which I might keep for now. That way, if I need it, I know where to come. I'm going to take that coal, because could always do with more coal. More bread. More apples, another golden apple, and another barrel for me to just use and abuse. The great thing about this is I can use it as a bit of a... Actually, I might keep that here. I can use it as an away thing, an outpost. I'm looking for a specific term and I can't think what it's called. And it's going to bite me in the bum when I think of it. Nice little trapdoors. These are very interesting candles. What are these? Grey candles. I like the gradient in them. Right, let's have a look. Don't really need that stuff. You got your beds up ladders. I'll take the carrots, the wheat. I'll take the dark oak. Definitely the dark oak. I need dark oak. Crossbow. That empties the chest out. And see, we've got pillagers spawning in now. We'll have another look around. Ooh, nice loot. We've got the sneak, feather falling, some more dark oak, smithing templates. And I've just carved that. Nice. Another one. More dark oak. Let's give me that dark oak. Bottles o' enchanting. Nothing more around here. I think that's it for this, unless there's anything up here. Which, I don't know, there could be. I mean, there's a flag up there. Shall we, let's pillar up and see what we can find. Oh, hello. I can't jump on that, can I? I can now. Anything worth looking at up here? Any secret chests? Any... Doesn't look like it. It's just a flag. I mean, it's still really cool nonetheless. The other two secret chests down the side, that really does kind of add to it a little bit. Can I dump this? There you go. Excellent. So we've got a nice bit of loot, decent loot, which is quite fortuitous for us. I'm just going to take that log. I'll probably use it at some point. Could take the ladders if I wanted to. But nah, it's here to loot from should we need it. What I am going to do is make a swift escape before anyone else finds out I'm here. And I take some more damage. Don't think there was anywhere else. I think it was just that. Nice little break from roof building. We'll sleep. Put that loot away. And then there is something else on the list that at this point is now 4 episodes since I last sort of looked at it. So let's see what we've got. So we've got Sneak and Ponder now. So building up our collection, which is really, really nice. Going to stick one in here. And this is our overflow for either item displays later on or gifts for people. What else have we got? Right, we'll put the iron ingot in there. I think the string goes in here. Is this where the string goes? Can anyone see string in here? I do not see string in here. Bottles of enchanting go in here. Is that because I put the string in? I put the string in here. That's why. Wood items. Excellent. We might just have enough to do what I need now. Maybe, just maybe. I'm going to stick those in there. Stick those apples in there. And where do I stick the golden apples? In here, of course. Wooden items. Chests. Nice, nice. Did I have... Do I put that in there, or do I keep them? I think I'm going to keep them on me. But the wheat, that can go over yonder in the farm room. Oh, the carrots do come in here. That's cool. And then... I'm sure I've got excess, because it's quite nice to have even coal in these things. Although that's 48, 45. That's 45, 48. So yeah, they're pretty even. Nothing in the hoppers, which is cool. So I'm sure I had sort of like a overflow or a spare coal somewhere. I'll stick it with the charcoal, I think. And then the only other bits left to do is crossbow in that one. And then we'll just hop next door and hit up the feather falling into here. Have I got another feather falling in here? No. Cool. At some point we'll actually make the shelves. These things. The chiseled bookshelf. So we can actually store some of those into the bookshelves. To then make that a little bit more homely and a little bit more... what do you call it? Functional than messy. Right, 4 episodes ago, I tagged on to the end of an episode a nice little clip of my friend Luke putting this nice little sandcastle right here on my nice little beach. And here shall it stay. But he also gave me this book called Project Sand. Project Sand. Do we know what sand stands for yet? Nope, not a clue. But let's see what it says, shall we? Obtain one of these 3 items. Bring them to me at these coordinates. Interesting. Very interesting. With a skull, totem of undying, or 24 ominous banners. Very interesting. I think that's something worth looking at next episode. A nice break from building, a little bit of exploring and resource gathering, but now we've got a job to do. And I'm sure we can grab some of these along the way. I mean, there were banners over at that little tower we were just at, and I'm sure there's plenty of other pillager outposts along the way for us to take down. I know he says 1 of the 3, but I might grab all 3 anyway. You know, extra brownie points and all that. But no, the base is coming along, so I'm going to finish the roof before next episode so that we can focus on our nice little project here. And then we can focus on other bits like Animal Farm and Dragon Sanctuary. sanctuary, the home for our dragons when we go out and collect them. That's what I'm referring to. But until then, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next episode.